Hello, everyone. This is Invasion Animation, and here we are today with another art. And this is not an art time lapse, but it is basically some fan art of my favorite show, Helluva Boss. Well, one of my favorite shows. Helluva Boss is pretty good, so it's in my opinion. Uh, Things about the second season remains to be said, but I want to redesign some of the characters. I think the sins of Helluva Boss are not very accurate, in my whole humble opinion. So, can I do a better job? I don't know, but I just feel like doing this right now. So, the first sin that I'm going to redesign is Beelzebub, the sin of gluttony. You can see it in the background here that I am redesigning her in like my own way here. Now, with her, I'm not going to have her be some wolf bee. I was thinking about having some sort of like tin related to her name where she would have like a whole bunch of flies or something. But I feel like that would be too on the nose, so to speak. So I decided to do a different tin here. So this new sin of gluttony is still going to be named Beelzebub, but it's going to be a genderless entity, completely embodying the sin of gluttony. This entity is going to be basically a living black hole. Black hole basically eating every single tin all the time, can't get enough of it, never gets full, and just keeps on getting bigger and bigger. That is what this sin is going to be. Now, we have all like indulged in a bit of food once in a while, sometimes overeaten. But this one, Beelzebub, I'm just going to call her B for short, takes it to the next level because it always eats. It keeps eating and eating and eating. Every single tin from the environment, it eats the sun. It eats, well, there's no sun, but it eats every single bit, every single piece of the buildings that they walk across. Every single morning, they go on a walk. I need to redo this part. Every single morning, B goes on a walk, goes on a stroll all throughout the reign of gluttony. I forget which reign she resides in, but they go on a walk throughout the reign and every single day, and they just go and come across various entities. They come across sinners, come across the Hellborn, and those Hellborns are usually their favorite meal. No, not Hellhounds, because they get eaten all the time by it, but it doesn't really care for it. Its favorite meals are the imps. So it deliberately goes and hunts down for at least 3 imps and holds them up and tucks them right into that vortex of theirs, slowly spaghettifying them and tearing them apart atom by atom, feasting on every single bit of it as the process goes on. Now, this entity is basically never-ending hunger. Now, with its head, basically its crystal head, it has this all-seeing eye. Well, not too all-seeing. It uses its eye to look for prey that it wants to consume. So, whenever it finds this prey, it goes, hunts it down, sucks it up and does all kinds of stuff. But this is the sin, the very embodiment of gluttony. So whenever it looks at you, you have this dang near insatiable urge to eat from its gaze. You will automatically start consuming anything nearby. So anytime someone needs to talk with it, it's customary to bring a whole bunch of food for you and for it so that you don't end up eating your own arms, eating your neighbors, eating anything else. Because it will be dangerous for you and it just won't go well. Now for the that's just a little bit of the backstory here. Now, I decided to go with a black hole because I can't really think of anything else that just eats and eats and eats and eats, apart from Homer Simpson or maybe Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. But I did give it some arms based on the name, which kind of looks like the arms of a fly, and I gave it 6 arms because flies have 6 legs. So I basically made it more insect-like and it kind of looked slightly more demonic. I gave it a nice little glow because an interesting fact that happens with this entity now is that whenever it's nearby, the lights start to dim. It's literally eating the lights all around it. So if you're in some kind of bright room, starts to get darker and darker as this entity creeps back to you, creeps near. Now, just because it sees you doesn't mean it's going to eat you. It is hungry, but it is a black hole. So it's going to just basically be feeding and feeding upon whatever it's eaten for at least a day until it's hungry for something more. So when the room gets dark and you just see a faint orange glow, that's when you know that this entity is nearby, that B is nearby. I decided to add a slight space background to the picture because, I don't know, it just felt like it made a little sense to me. I don't know, it just felt right. So I also quickly designed an imp, which is B's favorite food. So I made an imp. I didn't really make anyone in particular. It was just a random little imp demon creature. So I took the liberty of making it a male demon. Basically eats them, clothes and all, and they become spaghettified. Nice little spaghetti, no meatballs because it gets spaghettified too. And it just keeps on swirling and swirling and swirling continuously. They say time slows down when you're near the center of a black hole. But that seems a little bit too cruel, even for my liking. So they die relatively quickly once they start spinning around B. So I experimented with a little bit of After Effects in my program of choice, Paint.net. I never really used the liquefy tool, but I think that it worked out pretty well for my goal here. And I am really proud with how this ended up looking. Oh, dang it. I forgot to tell you guys to like the video, so be sure to like it if you enjoyed this because it helps the video get further. And let me know if you want me to make more of these because I'm thinking about redoing all of them. If this does well, then I will. So yeah, that's basically. Well, there's still something more that I want to say. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I know I haven't animated in a hot minute, but I've been working on 2 and they are almost done. Been in a lot of pain recently, so My apologies if I can't get stuff out on time. Plus, I have been really obsessed with making my comic book, which is involves fairies. That I'm still workshopping the name, but I want to basically make it because I'm having a lot of fun with it. So the name I'm workshopping is like Destitute Fairies. I think it could be fun. Basically, it's gonna follow around these fairies, and they're gonna be miserable, just living their fairy lives. All right, so if you enjoyed this, like the video, let me know in the comment section if you want more of these or if you happen to like my redesign. And share this with your friends because that would be very helpful to me. And until next time, I'll be seeing you. And so will this entity. All right, until next time.